What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Chris, and I'm back. Today I wanted to talk about the greatest, most powerful, most dangerous weapon that we as artists have outside of our bodies, right? Believe it or not, for digital artists and for traditional artists alike, I think it's super pivotal that everyone has a sketchbook of some sort, a notepad of some sort. This, in my opinion, for me at least, it helped me recontextualize how I study other topics, right? Because when you have a sketchbook, you don't have to show it to anyone. Now, when you look at my sketchbooks, right, these range from looking really cool kind of to beat up.
Oh my God.
And the crazy part is the most beat up one is my most recent one. I don't even know how it got like that, bro. My thing is that like sketchbooks really help me at least separate drawing for other people versus drawing for myself. And don't get me wrong, when I'm doing the Procreate art studies, that still is for myself. But there is a certain part of me in the back of my head saying, okay, I'm going to eventually show some of these off. So let me actually try to make these look really good. And sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad, right? But with a sketchbook, oh hell no, I'm not letting nobody see these, you know? I mean, no, like, and I'll let people see them. But the point of the sketchbook for me is to really hone in on a subject that I am trash at, like very bad at, to the point where it's like, oh my God, like I need to like do a couple trial runs to really like understand what the hell I'm even gonna practice and Procreate, because bro, this is crazy, you know? A lot of examples like that in my sketchbooks. But again, recontextualizing kind of the whole point of a sketchbook for me is that it doesn't need to be shown off. Like, this is a journal for the artist. It's the equivalent of a journal. And people have, you know, journals or sketchbooks technically on their iPads or computers or whatever the case happens to be. Like, you can have a digital sketchbook too. I do think that for me, it helped me separate, you know, again, the aspect of drawing for, you know, online versus drawing just literally for myself. Because I rarely post my IRL sketches. Another thing too is that like I kind of can get lazy sometimes if I'm sketching in my iPad or on my iPad, right, and Procreate. Like the lasso tool, resize tool, warp tool, distort tool, I mean, all of that stuff is really good. And like, don't get me wrong, it's not a bad thing to use those, especially when you have like deadlines, or if you do art for a living or you do freelancing and you gotta get stuff done for clients. I understand that, right? But I know like when it comes back to the basics, if I don't know the concept of how those tools even really work, or like how I'm supposed to adjust certain things without those tools, then I don't know if I'm really growing as effective as I could be. So I think the sketchbook and being able to doodle in a sketchbook kind of leads me back to that overall feeling of learning, and also like genuine like understanding of form or some sort of topic. So I think it's just really important that everyone has one, man. And it doesn't have to be a sketchbook. You see on the table here, I have a fucking composition notebook too. I mean, it could be a composition notebook. I even have sheets of paper to the right. Like, dude, it could be literally anything you need it to be. It does not need to be a sketchbook specifically. Just something that you could tactile. That's not the way to say that. Something that you could physically touch and get that feedback on your body, your fingers, your phalanges. Is that the word for it? I don't know, man. Just having that feedback is important, man. And like, I sketch with a pen because I'm kind of a psychopath. But also I don't have like a usable pencil, so it's like that's kind of another thing too. But like, yeah, just it really just promotes getting ideas down and like just practicing, the rawest form of practicing. So I just think, you know, hey, if you don't have a sketchbook, I'm not saying go out and buy a sketchbook necessarily, but definitely keep this in mind when you're trying to study or practice. And, you know, again, it's portable. You can move it wherever. Like, it's very effective when you just are on a train or whatever, a long commute, and you just want to take out your book and sketch something real quick. Like, I mean, dude, no one is really going to try and go after your sketchbook. I mean, some people will, right? Some people will, but like, they ain't gonna try and go after it like how they may go after an iPad, right? So, you know what I'm saying? Just keep this stuff in mind. I think it's real important. But yeah, sketchbooks overall, definitely think everyone should have them. Be consistent with it too, you know, take it serious. You know, don't just buy a sketchbook just to buy it. Try and get your money's worth out of it, you know? For the most part, I try and finish my sketchbooks, but I've wasted a lot of money trying to make sketchbooks look aesthetic, and then I would just kind of give up because like, damn, I gotta make a nice looking piece for each one of these pages. I was using it wrong. You know, sketchbooks aren't necessarily meant for that. They're meant for, the root of the word is sketching, you know, practicing. So anyways, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. Hope you guys got something out of this. New studies will be posted this Sunday, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.